What would you do if your neighbor tried to have you arrested over a pool party? That's the question I faced last summer when my quiet suburban life turned into a battlefield. My name is Sarah, and all I wanted was to enjoy my new backyard pool with a few friends. The sun was blazing, the water was cool, and laughter filled the air. But Karen, my next-door neighbor, had other plans. Karen was the kind of woman who thrived on control. Her lawn was manicured to perfection, her mailbox gleamed, and she patrolled the neighborhood like a self-appointed sheriff. I'd heard stories her yelling at kids for skateboarding, reporting cars parked an inch too close to her driveway, but I never thought I'd be her target. That changed the day she stormed over, her face redder than the sunburn on my shoulders, clutching a notebook filled with violations. "Your pool is a public nuisance," she shrieked, pointing at the inflatable flamingo bobbing in the water. "It's too loud, too bright, and I'm certain it's against city ordinances." I tried to explain it was just a small gathering, but she was already dialing her phone, claiming she was calling the police. My friends froze, the music stopped, and the air grew thick with tension. I felt my stomach twist. Was I really about to get in trouble over a pool? The police arrived within minutes, two officers stepping out of their cruiser with bemused expressions. Karen launched into her tirade, waving her notebook like a prosecutor in court. She claimed my pool was encroaching on her property line and that our laughter was disturbing the peace. I stood there, arms crossed, trying to stay calm while explaining that the pool was fully on my property, installed by professionals with all the permits. The officers checked my paperwork, nodded, and told Karen there was no issue. But she wouldn't back down. "Arrest her," she demanded, her voice shrill enough to make the neighbors peek out their windows. Then came the twist I didn't see coming. One of the officers, a young woman named Officer Daniels, tilted her head and squinted at Karen. "Ma'am, is that your car parked across the street?" she asked. Karen froze, her confidence wavering. I followed their gaze to a shiny SUV parked haphazardly, blocking a fire hydrant. Officer Daniels walked over, ran the plates, and her expression shifted. "This vehicle is registered to someone with an outstanding warrant," she said, her tone sharp. Karen's face went pale. It turned out Karen had been dodging a court appearance for months over unpaid fines from her endless neighborhood complaints. She'd racked up citations for everything from false noise reports to harassing a mail carrier. The officers asked her to step aside, and when she started arguing, they calmly pulled out handcuffs. My friends gasped as Karen, still clutching her notebook, was escorted to the cruiser. "This is outrageous," she shouted, but the door slammed shut, muffling her protests. As the police car pulled away, the neighborhood fell silent. My friends stared at me, wide-eyed, and I let out a shaky laugh. The irony was almost too perfect. Karen, the self-proclaimed guardian of order, had been undone by her own obsession. I didn't feel triumph, though. Part of me pitied her. She'd spent so much time policing others that she'd lost sight of her own life. That evening, we turned the music back on, softer this time. The flamingo floated serenely, and the sunset painted the sky in hues of orange and pink. I thought about how easily anger can spiral, how one person's need for control can disrupt so much. Karen's outburst wasn't just about my pull, it was about her need to feel powerful. I hoped, wherever she was, she'd find a way to let go. The next day, I baked a batch of cookies and left them on her porch with a note. "Let's start over. Neighbors, I don't know if she'll take the olive branch, but I believe in second chances. Life's too short for grudges, especially over something as simple as a pool." Yindi.